Hello, welcome back to a very special episode of the Force Commander's Guide to Purging Nurgle. I'm Jay Starr, joined as always by my favorite friend who I have to keep on the baleful edict lest he be repatriated to Fenris, Polish.
I'm not a space wolf.
No, but you are a snowman.
Yeah, but Fenris is all about the wolves. There are other ice planets.
I just don't know any.
I'm just thinking like Star Trek had ice planet Halpheon 5.
Why do you know that one by name?
I don't know.
What happened there?
I don't know.
Why? Refer back to first question.
Like, maybe that was the one from the sixth movie where they're on the prison planet that's an ice planet.
For too long, and I fear they risk losing touch with our traditions. The exigencies of a campaign can feel like they leave little space for diversions, but we must temper our bodies as well as our will. I suggest a brief suspension of operations to hold a series of contests of might and skill. A tournament to remind them of their heritage and renew their oaths.
Exigencies indeed. Commander, we cannot be distracted by such trivialities.
Oh, I mean, you're going to choose the option that pisses off Vakir.
I mean, I think all of them except for the middle one do. I don't know. I'm definitely taking the one that is guaranteed to piss her off.
We have no time for such trifles.
Short-term sacrifices can bring long-term gains, Inquisitor.
Mithrak gets, I think that's just +1 willpower.
No, it's not.
Oh. Well, some promotions, some minor wounds.
3 promotions, 2 light wounds, 2 regular wounds. Before we get to the research, oh yeah, my roster. Well,
I mean, you got 2 Justicars in the Purgator.
I do.
Who aren't
so that
necessarily
ability,
unwounded, they just have promotions.
the ability that he gained was Duelist.
Ah. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought you were going to hire somebody with that, but no.
At least he's got 2 skill points. I'm gonna go down here and find Ruthless Precision and work towards it. Hammerhand causing bleed probably isn't worth the extra willpower.
No.
The passive ability on Force Strike's not bad though. Just regular Force Strike.
Cool.
Rapid reload. So nice.
So, directly with the thing I was talking about in the thread.
Yeah.
You're already going exactly the skills that you would need to take advantage of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
At least up until you go, like, support fire or something.
Well, support fire is weirdly not good on Purgators compared to...
It's only 2 damage.
Interceptors? Yeah, like, it's 2 damage versus 5 for Interceptors.
No.
I just,
but
Mental Focus is also really good, but it's kind of out of the way. But Astral Aim, also still real good. Purgators can go a lot of directions.
Yeah. I mean, Astral Aim is good.
Yeah.
If you wanted to maximize arcane weapons, you know, you would basically need all the skill points that you currently have minus the 1 willpower up at the top. And you would still be on track to take it.
Let's see, Iolanthus is just doing the same thing as Boars, but is a level behind.
I mean, Hammerhand and Crushing Charging. You got Wave the Flag.
Yep.
You're prepared to take pockets whenever it's actually meaningful.
Right? Gotta find some actual war gear besides just frag grenades. Okay, but I have just enough healthy people to launch a mission with.
I mean, light wounds is really not a bad thing. You can, especially if it's only like one person. It's not a problem.
Alright, we also completed advanced seed access, which is great. We get more seeds, and we also get a new servo skull. And then it's time to do something with our stockpile of 16 seeds. And bloom suppression and let's see, Tides is also really great. Just gain willpower on a warp surge. Sure, Nurgle's gonna screw with you a little bit, but all your knights get another willpower back. Kind of nice.
That's only when you're within the radius of a prognosticar, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
But it's time to do some plot research. I was actually surprised it was going to be so quick, 16 days.
I feel like all the plot researches are pretty quick.
I think it's because I have 5 grimoires pretty early.
Oh yeah, that would definitely help.
Just going to try to have a debate about where do I think I want to be for the next set of Bloom missions. Did not have to wait long. Oh, a 2 Bloom.
Fairly certain you could get both of the top missions, although maybe not.
Seems like it.
Gotta check the loot. Oh,
Yeah. This one even gives requisition as a reward.
I mean, it's only one, but still.
Yeah.
You gotta make sure you get as much as you can before.
I mean, it's going to be easy 5 from the other 2 objectives.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it, and I'm thinking, yeah, I think I can get the top 2. I'm going to get the one that's out of Prognosticar coverage first, because it'll expire sooner. Ranged weapons, glorious deed, easy. 2 different types of main chaos pods down there. No prognosticar. That'll be alright. It's not even that bloomy down there.
Yeah. Wonder how you will kill 8 enemies with ranged weapons.
With a Vindicare? Nah, I don't know. It's gonna be a challenge.
You've got one for free.
Marcius.
And I think this was putting the only special bolter I have back onto the apothecary. Oh no, this is our extracto servo skulls. Now we can send servo skulls to go just snatch seeds right out of living targets. It's great.
It's not all that necessary, but it is nice to be able to just spend 1 AP, acquire seed, instead of having to set up a crit.
Spend an AP.
Oh, is it free?
It's free.
Oh yeah, shit, never mind, disregard.
Have limited uses, but it is AP free.
You are not likely to find more than 5 seeds on a mission.
Depends how bloomy it gets.
Well, at this point.
Yeah. Just gonna move the bolter over. And we're good to go. Yeah.
I'm sure there will be no problems whatsoever in this mission.
Probably not. We're joking pre-recording that I've already forgotten what I did in this mission. I recorded this either 24 or 48 hours ago, but that is too long for my goldfish brain.
Status. Ultramarines currently engaged with a force of word-bearers below.
Have they detected us?
Negative. Do you take me for some half-augmented engine seer?
The Inquisitor meant no insult, Dominus. We will locate and destroy the seeds and leave the rest none the wiser.
Okay, so while we get panned around here and shown where the seed carriers are, I have 2 questions, because I have heard some things that intro makes me question. One, with like the Grey Knights being all super secret, aren't they not supposed to be seen by other chapters or something? Or anybody?
I mean, someone in the thread has a little bit more, but
Right.
I'm not entirely sure.
Alright. Then second question, which might be easier. Again, not an expert here. The word bearers I thought were Chaos Undivided, and not Nurgle.
Yeah, I don't know all that much about specific, Chaos Legions.
Alright. I'm only saying that because you fought the word bearers as the enemy faction in the original, like, DOS era of Chaos Gate. Which was probably Windows 3.1, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, like, I know Thousand Suns have a big old Zeechness to them. That's about as far as it goes.
Okay.
Powers protect us!
You mean the guys that are just ash inside living suits of power armor are associated with the Chaos God of Magic? No way.
Well, yeah. Oh no, it's just my Marine buddy who got me into 40K in the first place. Had Thousand Suns Army.
Oh, well, yeah, there you go, then. I only know the Thousand Suns because, for a very brief time I played Space Wolves, and they had special rules against the Thousand Suns because of ancestral hatred or something.
Oh, yeah.
As much as I want to try to get use out of the bleed telekinetic ability, it's just, I don't know.
I mean, this seems like sort of an ideal place for it. You've got enemies that you're not really going to be able to kill this turn.
Right.
But I guess the question is it even worth the willpower to hit two of them? Because you're probably going to kill them next turn.
So here's a fun consideration. Always remember which way these things are going to throw enemies. Although that was less to the left than I had hoped. I'd kind of hoped to throw that guy closer and into the open somewhere where I could more easily shoot him.
Yes, Commander.
And that plan has sort of worked out.
Still in the open.
Yeah.
I just hope he's in the open.
He is.
For the Emperor! The enemy is wounded!
Crit would have been a kill.
We bring death!
Another one down! Clear shot.
Not quite within pistol range to try to save ammo.
Ammunition depleted.
And maybe get an AP back.
It's far enough away that I'm not sure anybody can even shoot him.
Yeah. I mean, he's in high cover, but kind of faced at a 45-degree angle. But yeah,
Oh, he didn't
he's
even
in
look
range.
like he was in cover.
Oh, he's against that big boiler thing.
Stay down!
Suppressed.
Come at me now!
Not even a scratch!
Here's a good spot!
So that's a lot of Overwatch. 3 out of my 4 people are pinned in some manner.
You know, it's sort of a thing I've seen other people run into it where just like turn starts and they're like, well, what do I do? You know, the enemy is overwatching, you know, all of my dudes.
Yeah.
One of the solutions to that is don't put your people
Precision targeting
that close to each other. But also, it's not actually a big deal.
Weapon empty.
I've got him into 2 of the 4 already, yeah.
I mean, even if you had to take one of those Overwatch shots, you have a tool specifically to handle that sort of thing. You know, Aegis and then move, clear somebody else's Overwatch and they can move, and
Yeah,
you don't take a whole lot of damage when you're doing it. There's a reason one of the things the tutorial did was make you use the ability and then take damage.
It's been a long time since I ran the tutorial, I'd forgotten that. So if I step out, I step into that territory, or that tile, and then get overwatched. But if I take a step back, I can move here and be out of the overwatch cone.
Or not.
It is quite funny that he took a shot at you from enough range and through cover that you just did no damage.
Oh, he's behind full cover, it was a wasted shot. I don't know why the area does that. I don't think there was anything else for them to do with the 1 AP they were otherwise have spent. He wasn't going to reposition anywhere on 5 tiles. And it's kind of interesting and cinematic that they do it, I guess.
But there are some compelling reasons why you would want to be shooting your shots.
Feel my wrath.
Oh, rapid reload's so good.
It really is.
Don't give up now!
That's everything but that guy. I'm really thinking... Could kill him, probably. But how and what would it cost?
I mean, it would probably cost willpower. You could
Yeah,
wave the flag and do it, or...
Exactly. Pretty unconcerned about that one cultist, though, if it's really worth the 2 willpower.
It's really not.
Oh, I guess it is. Goldfish.
You don't even have to do anything fancy, just shoot him.
Oh, wait, I remember the problem with this plan.
Oh, you're out of ammo.
Out of ammo.
I am with you.
Okay. But I have a plan. That guy's got to get closer to try to follow and shoot, right?
I shall hold their
He's gonna bleed. He's gonna have like 1 or 2 health. All I need is an Overwatch shot.
Oh, he's got 2 bleed. Isn't he just dead? Yep.
Yes, but he still shot the apothecary before dying.
Yeah, but
did
the
you see
apothecary's
that?
wearing Terminator armor.
That perfect positioning inside my Overwatch cone for that shit, though.
Oh yeah, no, it was fantastic. I had forgotten until just then that, oh yeah, he's got 2 bleed. He is just dead.
Yeah, I just wanted him dead before he shot me. Also, the game kind of weirded out. There's the combat over everything's reloading sound effect.
Weapons ready.
Which hadn't triggered until I reloaded the apothecary's full turn manually. Because
Oh,
the last thing I was engaged with died on a dot on its turn, so I guess the game just got weird about it.
Yeah, I remember there are some edge cases like that.
Alright. Barely begun the mission, almost done with our glorious deed. I feel good about this one.
And any deed that's like, kill enemies with, you know, ranged attacks and melee attacks is essentially free.
It certainly can be, especially earlier on when you can get like those little Nurglings or the bloater pop up and spawn the 1 HP groaned walkers. And just free kills, yeah. Okay, so these guys are marching towards me. How close can I get without activating them.
It will be done.
I had to guess. You move anybody, like, into cover next to him, you're going to be able to see them, and
Ready to kill.
that's going to trigger it. That might even be too close.
The corner
I'm
of
not
the
entirely
booth.
sure.
This?
It may be
Nah.
just far enough.
No, we're good.
I am here to serve.
That's probably safe because the whole container is blocking you. I'm just waiting for my prediction to finally be wrong. That will trigger it.
Yeah.
I can see just based on like what you can see on the ground.
Oh, right. If the Vindicare has removed the fog of war to as close
Yeah.
as it is, getting many past of the yeah.
Rejoice. We bring Nurgle's gifts.
See us.
I don't know what that cultist is looking at.
And he popped out of the shipping container.
Yeah.
Marcius.
Yeah,
Here's our
only
seed
costs
skull.
1 ammo.
Yeah, it's great.
Yoink.
Seed's ours.
Another foul seed claimed.
Sad this isn't getting the Overwatch cultist. Did destroy all of his cover, though. Only he was in range.
Ready to serve.
Well, I mean, what exactly is he overwatching?
Yeah. The back of all these walkers.
I guess it
Oh,
would kind of make it difficult to walk in and melee them, but
There we go. All 6 of them.
I mean, that's 3/4 of your glorious deed.
Yeah, right there.
For Titan!
Oh, Psy-Cannon's so good.
Get up! Get up!
I do like the silencer. Psy-Cannon has more generic applicability.
Yeah.
Weapons ready.
I think the thing that just really sells it for me is that its unlisted ability to destroy half cover.
Oh yeah. I mean that's nice, especially for like knocking up, like setting up enemies to be shot by other people.
Yes, yeah, exactly. I do like the silencer's increased range. So I don't really have enough AP to get around this giant container and do meaningful work on the Plague Marine, though. So I need to figure out what I'm going to do, because he's going to move somewhere and shoot at me with a 4-strength bolter.
I mean, you could just accept that as long as you're behind cover, he's not going to get through your armor.
Yeah, partial cover plus 2 armor plus at least mid-range damage drop-off would...
Because there's no cover for him to get into close range, and they don't move that far.
He can move 10 and then still shoot me.
I thought they only did a single move.
Nah.
Mark acquired.
Shot one through the shipping container. I've left this Plague Marine 2 options to shoot at either of my Terminators in half cover, and hope he goes for that. There we go.
Cannot harm me.
And he overwatches. But he didn't accomplish anything, and
Yeah.
you have 3 other dudes.
This is one of the quirks of Overwatch cones being so narrow. It feels very funny to walk up along the edge of his Overwatch cone and then just shoot him. Oh, but it feels so satisfying.
It's just so funny that that doesn't disrupt Overwatch because, you know, he's just taking all those volleys, but he's gotta be entirely prepared. That Justicar moves, he's gonna get it.
Yeah.
Marcius.
Oh, can't quite remember. I feel like I committed some hubris here.
I think hubris is gonna be you're gonna pistol him for the AP.
No, the hubris here was that the Vindicator was out of ammo.
Oh.
Needed one more AP.
That's not hubris, that's your memory.
Right. So I can gamble this on the 20% crit.
That's the
And-
hubris.
Well, what else was I gonna do with that one AP? Reload in front of him?
Well, at this point, he could just Aegis Shield and then shoot him.
Oh yeah, I could have done that, huh?
God damn it. Oh, Crushing Charge.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're immune to autos, doesn't trigger Overwatch.
Yeah.
Cost you 2 willpower, but, you know, you'll
Yeah.
get one back.
Yeah, I'll get one back. So this felt like a very silly solution, and you're right. I probably should have just hit the Aegis and
No,
soaked it.
like, Crushing Charge is fantastic because it's one of those tools that you get very early, or relatively early. That's like, yeah, how do I deal with all of this Overwatch? Oh yeah, the thing that charges up doesn't trigger Overwatch.
Yeah, it's great. I remember my first playthrough or two. I always thought that the Interceptor is my solution to Overwatch, and that was it. And then I realized Crushing Charge. I'm like, 2 of my guys can just go straight through Overwatch cones, and that really helps.
Yeah.
Chaos
I mean,
Gate and
technically the Apothecary is a solution to Overwatch too, but it's kind of
is it healing the damage?
it's healing the damage.
I want to go get that seed, but I'm sure if I kick down that door and go out there, I'm activating something.
I mean, oh yep, there is definitely a pod back there.
Yeah, that's the seed carrier. That's the second seed pod.
Like, I wasn't seeing a patrol or anything.
Weapons ready.
It was the angle.
Acquiring firing position.
Ah, that sound. That sound means that the Vindicator got an extra free AP for moving. It's great, the sound. It means you can reposition and get your full turn in sometimes. Not that I had a lot to do with it this turn, but it's still really great. Didn't activate them.
Annoying, but not as bad as it could have been.
Yep.
Depending
That was
on
one of those ones. Oh, sorry.
depending on when it lands, it's either -1 willpower, which is annoying, or you know, maybe nothing if you've already spent some.
Right. It's one of those ones I thought was significant when I started playing, and then realized, you know, usually, nah, it's not a big deal.
It's the sort of thing that eventually it would add up,
Knights
Yeah.
of the throne!
but under any reasonable mission, like, you're not going to get hit with it more than like twice.
I'm not sure I've played a mission long enough to see Bloom events repeat, other than that last time we saw, like, it gain extra reinforcements. I don't think I've seen ones where it has stacked, like, negative HP or negative willpower.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just theorizing that it's even possible because it,
Right.
like the minus HP and minus willpower things are sort of like, well, if you're in a situation where you have infinite reinforcements, it's something the game can do to prevent you from, like, doing that infinitely. Although more sensibly, the game just doesn't hand you infinite XP within a single mission.
Yeah. Sometimes the reinforcements are a net positive.
Targeting.
Great camera angle, guys.
I will put you down. Taking aim.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised that you haven't used Deadshot yet.
Time to reload.
I feel like it's kind of a waste on cultists.
Well,
If
yeah,
I could have
it would have
dead
wasted
shot that
cultists.
Marine.
I'm a little bit surprised that you couldn't have done it.
He was far back and on the wrong side of the container, and
Yeah.
it also requires having 2 ammo. So if your Vindicator isn't fully reloaded, it's not available.
Oh, that's true. It's just Gotta overwatch the approach to the drop pod.
Cool.
Yeah, Marines might come out of there.
Well, it's already open. You can see that there's nothing in there.
Don't tell them that.
Pretty sure this isn't even like this has got to be a chaos drop pod anyways.
No, it's blue. It's an Ultramarine pod. Remember the intro? The Ultramarines v. Word Bearers? Why did it have to be a chaos pod?
I don't know. It
This
just.
one will.
I guess it's. Yeah, it's blue. It's not spiky enough.
Yeah.
I just assumed because you didn't get here in drop pod that
Right,
it would have been
yeah.
a chaos one instead.
I suppose the answer is yes, but would Death Guard even use, like, metallic drop pods like that and not something more disgusting and organic?
I mean, it would probably have disgusting organic bits on them.
Alright.
But yeah. The benefits, so to speak, of being able to just fire a group of, like, I don't know, 5 to 10 Marines. I forget how many drop pods actually hold. Anywhere on the battlefield sounds good on paper.
Was there a downside that you were going to illuminate on?
Well, in the tabletop, you know, you can take drop pods and use them to deep strike people, which you bring them in as reserves. Problem in tabletop is that, like, your reserves weren't always available on the schedule that you would have liked them to be.
Oh, okay.
Basically, everything in reserves had a chance to be available every turn after first, and you rolled.
Okay.
Once something was available to be deployed, you had to deploy it then and there.
Oh.
And then there's other stuff like if you were deep striking something in and you rolled, like, deviated into terrain, it would be destroyed.
Oh. The drop
except-
pod, not the terrain, right?
Well, the unit coming in through deep strike. Drop
Right.
pods are special because they weren't destroyed. They just went to the nearest available space.
Okay.
Really annoying to me as a bug player.
Ready to
Because if
serve.
I ever wanted to use reinforcements, I was always fucking playing roulette. Also, Marines just come out of the drop pod and start shooting, whereas bugs have to wait an entire turn, get shot up, and then they can go into melee.
Ah.
Listening.
Back onto
Yes,
the video.
Commander.
So I was just realizing exactly why I didn't deadshot the heavy gunner that was suppressing me. He's the seed carrier. I want to kill him last. Because that's when all the reinforcements start happening.
Yeah, that would make sense. Also, he's
Grenadier.
a seed carrier. You want to get that crit and
Yeah.
grab the seed out of him, or at least, you know, skull the seed out of him.
Oh, yeah. Probably should have done that. I think. I don't remember. No, Apothecary's on the other side. It might actually be out of range. Their Grenadier, though, did the thing that Grenadiers do to the best of his ability, is that he cost me 2 AP on 2 characters, and then has also put a time bomb next to them so they have to move, ensuring I spend another 2 AP moving. Taking away a full, like, third of my turn.
It will be done. Aye, sir.
So you're not using that AoE because you don't want to kill the seed carrier just yet.
Yep. So while we're over here in this set of drop pod, the Apothecary's over here kind of surrounded, but he'll be alright. Can give him a little bit of help. It's like, I want a dead shot that takes 2 ammo, and I already spent 1 this turn. Can't use it.
my sights.
Take the
Must
shot that you
reload.
can.
Yeah. So that, I think, was a calculated shot that it wasn't going to be a kill, even if I got a crit. I mean, it would be a bleed kill, but he'd still get to do whatever. But if it was a crit, though, it would take off his arm, and that would help out the apothecary a lot. Non-crit means that that guy is within melee death range, so all I've got to do is figure out how to deal with this Overwatch, and then I can just run up and spike this guy. And the answer to that is just using Terminator armor.
It's, yeah.
Whatever.
What was it, like 2 damage?
3. Mitigated by 2 armor.
Right.
Hey.
Spending that Quicksilver.
Yeah. Theoretically, the last part of the mission. No reason to save stratagems.
I would say there's no reason to really worry about the damage that they're going to do to you. That actually doesn't matter.
But he was one of the chosen!
You reconsidering. Because I know you want that seed.
Yes.
I mean, could just hammerhand.
Could.
Oh, wave the flag, solves many problems.
Another falls to the Knights of Titan!
I think the thinking there was that saves me about 4 damage. He gets punched. The cultist moves. Actually, the cultist probably would have died on move, so nah, maybe that only saved me 1 damage.
I was expecting you to skull him.
Commander, I trust the men who preserved some samples.
I should have.
Do return
I think I still got the
once.
seed anyway.
All the warp rifts open up.
Death is our creed! More corpses join the ranks!
And yeah, they get to come out immediately because the enemy moved and triggered this.
Yep.
How does this keep happening?
I keep killing things on the enemy turn. Probably should stop doing that.
Surely now is the time that you're actually going to use the thing that kill.
An organic target? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, these would be great targets to Deadshot.
Oh,
we just-
he's on the other side, isn't he?
Yeah. There you go. I should put him in invisible range.
Taste my fury! Death to the enemy! Feel my wrath!
It's funny that explosion apparently, like, busted the drop pod.
At your command.
Oh yeah.
That thing was fired from orbit and landed, like, intact. Piddly little barrels aren't going to do anything to it.
Right? I mean, maybe the crash landing that it's designed to survive also is just enough to structurally weaken it after everybody disembarks. So that it can't be, I don't know, salvaged by the enemy or something. You know, planned obsolescence.
I mean, it's like the shuttle. It's got explosive bolts for rapid unplanned disassembly.
Oh,
Yeah, rapid reload.
So good.
Oh, I want to use this ability, but it costs 1 AP to reload.
I am here
But
to
what if
serve.
it didn't?
Yeah. I think you made mention that they did a really stroke of genius thing with making all the units look like the tabletop figures.
Oh, like they're very... I mean, they would have had to look like tabletop figures to begin with.
Right.
But just the way that they did the visual design,
Right.
making it more cartoony and focusing
Yeah.
on like the World of Warcraft style, which they already were. Like they all have very distinct like silhouettes and you
Right.
can tell a Chaos Marine's a Chaos Marine.
Yeah. Well, it came to mind because when they die, I love the animation where they like pop apart, where you have to glue all the pieces together.
Oh, I didn't even think about that part. Yeah.
Like their head pops off, their arms disconnected, like the shoulder.
No, yeah, I've assembled a few pieces. that is more or less like how it works. You got a torso, you've got legs, you got individual arms, and then an exchangeable heads.
Weapon loaded.
And then, of course, all the little tiny bits that you have to paint and glue on.
Yep.
Taking position.
Don't know what they're doing out there in the darkness, but I love the voices.
They're having a good time.
Enemy in assault range.
So maybe I shouldn't have reloaded. But whatever, you got punch for 2, he'll be alright.
Firing. A well-deserved death. Weapon empty. As requested.
Really, I think that was about the only thing. Like, killing these 3 walkers is the only thing that matters this turn.
Yeah, the Nurglings aren't going to be able to get to you to do anything.
Right.
And after this turn, you just leave.
I will fire when ready.
I have a bad habit of not, like, checking the clock, though.
I thought we require you to remember things.
You're right.
Just setting up. Gotta make absolutely sure those Nurglings don't show up and start chewing on your joints.
Yeah, right? I mean, look, I was like 2 damage away from getting some more XP out of those things.
Oh, I guess that's what they were doing over there.
Yeah.
Summoning some corpses.
Coordinates locked. Initiating sequence.
Probably raised the pile of cultist corpse from that first pod with the single plague marine.
Yeah, the one that you killed 6 in one shot.
Yeah.
Because those corpses look pretty densely packed.
Yeah. You know, 6 in 1 might be a new record.
I don't know. I heard about a guy who did 7 in one blow.
This is a reference to something?
Yes.
Oh. I thought it was 6 in a row. But I might be thinking of that song. I'm taking the Interceptor just to check his stats, his traits, and levels, etc., and then either keep or fire him. I'm looking at this silencer because it's a fun silencer. It's got a high crit rate and everything.
Yeah, I mean it's fine. It's still a tier 1 weapon.
Yeah. Maybe I should just like I don't usually take silencers, and maybe I just should so that it exists in the LP.
I mean, at the very least, you should look at them and consider them. There are a couple of silencers that are nice. Like, if you pick up the ammo silencer at tier 2, because there is no tier 3 version of it, like, I'm gonna say, you won't be that far away from turning any of your Purgators into that. You just don't take pockets. No, it's very difficult to ask.
Oh, pockets are really good.
They are, but this would be like the 3rd Purgator. Maybe.
Hey, look, another Devorn.
We need to start changing some of their names.
That's alright, though. I've got a solution. Oh, well, I mean, at least he has teleport. And fast recovery.
I mean, it's whatever.
Yeah, hey, what does the other Dvorn have?
Bask.
No, not Bask. That's right, he's got extra ammo.
Dvorn.
But, oh, this Dvorn also has fast recovery.
I mean, clearly they're family.
Clearly.
Look, it was good enough for this one. And Derwin at least has fucking teleport.
Dvorn.
Yes. So,
in fact, he has, like, all of the skills that you might have beelined directly towards.
yes.
Dvorn.
So, I'm gonna return the bad Dvorn to Titan.
Dvorn.
And then give this Dvorn the knockback hammer.
One day we'll be able to upgrade those.
Yeah. I think that actually comes fairly soon, doesn't it?
I'm pretty
Man,
sure
first
it's
time
just
I was playing
next
this.
lot, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, when I was first playing this, I was always looking at those upgrades like, how do I upgrade? What am I missing? There's not like a workshop in the Lunette facility to get new functionality to the Edict. Hey, we will just be barely able to make the next mission, next video.
And another free glorious deed.
Indeed. The best kind of glorious deed. Well, that is it for this one. Thank you all for joining me, and hope you all enjoyed. See you next time.
I'm going back into the freezer.
No, it's just a quick jaunt over to there. Unless you want to go back in the freezer.
That's where my ice cream is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, alright. Well, see you next time. We'll let Olish chill out.